So hello everyone, my name is Pranav and I am a legal intern in Lexis and Company. So in today's video I am going to give you all a brief overview of the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslovakia, which was also known as ICTY, and the International Criminal Tribunal of Rwanda, which is called the ICTR. So the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslovakia and the International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda were two ad hoc tribunals established by the United Nations to address the war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide committed during the conflicts in the former Yugoslovakia and Rwanda. So, now talking about the context, the ICTY was established in 1993 by the United Nations Security Council to prosecute individuals responsible for grave violations of international humanitarian law during the conflicts in the former Yugoslovakia, particularly in the Balkan Wars. The ICTR was established in 1994 to address the genocide in Rwanda. The tribunals had jurisdictions over individuals accused for war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide committed within the respective regions during specific periods. The ICTY and the ICTR indicated and prosecuted numerous individuals, including political leaders, military personnel, and other involved in the planning and execution of atrocities. The tribunals handled high-profile cases that garnered significant international attention. Notable cases from the ICTY include those of Slobodan Milošević, Radovan Karadzic, and Ratko Mladic. The ICTR dealt with cases such as that of Jean Paul and Thento Saini. The tribunals conducted extensive investigations, gathering evidence through witness testimonies, documentary evidence, and forensic investigations to build their cases against the accused. Witness protection programs were established to ensure the safety and security of individuals testifying before the tribunals, given the sensitive nature of the cases. So, now talking about the outreach and legacy, the tribunal sought to engage with local communities and promote transitional justice. They conducted outreach activities including public hearings, educational incentives, and media engagement to raise awareness and foster reconciliation. The tribunals faced challenges in securing the arrest and extradition of accused individuals. They relied on international cooperation and assistance from governments to apprehend and transfer suspects to face the trials. The ICTY and the ICTR have made significant contributions to international criminal law, establishing important legal precedents and expanding the understanding of individual criminal responsibility. They have influenced subsequent international criminal banks, including the International Criminal Court as well. The ICTY and ICTR marked significant milestones in the pursuit of accountability for international crimes and contributed to the development of international criminal law, emphasizing the importance of justice and reconciliation in post-conflict societies. So now I'm just going to wind up this video, and if you guys have any doubt regarding this, so you can just ping me in the comment box and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So thank you so much guys, and have a nice day.